Chamaka was a young girl with big dreams, but her heart weighed down by shame. Born into a poor family, she grew up watching her mother, Mama Chamaka, struggle day and night to provide for the family. When Chamaka gained admission into the university, she vowed to leave her past behind. She decided to create a new identity, one that erased her struggles and painted her as the daughter of wealthy parents living in America. In her new world, she was no longer Chamaka. She became Trinity, the girl with a rich background and endless opportunities. Her lies began small but soon grew larger. Her reality, however, was far from this image. Chamaka's mother sacrificed everything to send her money, skipping meals and working extra hours in the market. But Chamaka didn't care. She was too busy living a fake life, desperate to impress her friends and fit into the world she had created. At the campus, she was known for her flashy clothes, her expensive phone, luxury vacation abroad, and the car she drove around. Everyone believed she came from a wealthy family, and Chamaka liked it that way. One sunny afternoon, Chamaka's carefully built world began to unravel. Mama Chamaka decided to surprise her daughter with a visit, bringing along a basket of fresh fruit and some home-cooked meals. Into the university hostel, excited to see her daughter, her face glowing with pride. When Chamaka sits her mother entering the hostel gate, she panics. What is this woman doing here? As she was about to get into her car with her friends Purity and Jenny, she heard a voice call her name. Chamaka! Chamaka! Wait! It's me! Your mother! The voice was full of warmth and love, but when Chamaka turned and saw her mother calling her by her name, her face turned hard. Excuse me? She said, looking at her mother. Did you just say you're my mother? Please go look for your daughter somewhere else. I am not your daughter. She let out a small laugh, her eyes cold. The woman's face fell, but she tried again. Chamaka, I am your mother. Don't you recognize me? Purity, one of Chamaka's friends, quickly stepped in. Excuse me, madam, but you must be mistaken. Trinity parents live abroad. Maybe Trinity looks like your daughter, but she is definitely not yours. Jenny, Chamaka, other friend, looked at the woman with pity but stayed silent as Chamaka brushed the woman off again. Let's go, Chamaka said, turning back to her car. But the woman, desperate and sad, reached out and grabbed her hand. Chamaka pulled her hand away sharply. Her mother stumbled back and fell onto the ground. Chamaka, she cried out, weeping. Why are you doing this to your mother? But Chamaka only rolled her eyes, got in the car with her friends, and drove off, leaving the woman behind in tears. She drove to a restaurant nearby, ordered some food, and sat down. But Jenny couldn't shake off what had just happened. She looked at Chamaka, trying to understand. Trinity, the woman called you Chamaka. Isn't that your name? Jenny asked gently. Chamaka sighed, getting annoyed. What are you trying to say, Jenny? Do you think my parents, who send me all this money, bought me a car and live abroad, aren't real? That this poor woman on the street is actually my mother? Come on, do you think I'm a fake? Purity immediately jumped in, her tone full of confidence. Jenny, leave Trinity alone. That woman is just trying to make herself feel important. She's a wannabe. Let her go look for her daughter somewhere else. The truth was, Chamaka was living a big lie. Her real life was nothing like the story she had told her friends. Chamaka came from a poor family of 4. Her mother, father, and her younger sister, who was just 18 years old. Her father was a motorcycle rider, and he had sold his motorcycle just to pay for Chamaka's admission into the university. Her family struggled to pay her fees and provide for her. But during her first weeks at the university, Chamaka met someone who would change her life. A wealthy man, everyone called Alhaji Usman. He was kind to her, giving her money, gifts, and even renting a luxurious apartment for her off campus, where they usually meet. She quickly got used to this new life of comfort and luxury, and she didn't want anyone to know about her poor background. So she began telling people in the campus that her parents lived abroad. They sent her all the money she needed. Little by little, Chamaka completely forgot about her real family. There were times when Chamaka's secret almost came out, but she always managed to cover it with lies. Her younger sister called her on her birthday to wish her well. Her friends overheard the call, but she quickly told them it was just a random boy who had a crush on her. Chamaka was careful and skilled at hiding her true life, and her friends never suspected a thing. It was Chamaka's birthday. Alhaji Usman gave her a huge amount of money to celebrate her birthday. She planned a big party in her luxurious apartment, inviting all her friends. Everyone came, dressed in their best clothes, ready to celebrate with the girl they believed to be rich and well-connected. But on that very day, her real family decided to surprise her. Her mother, father, and younger sister had managed to gather the money to travel to her university and found out where she was living. They wanted to see her and give her their love. They arrived just as Chamaka's birthday party was starting, carrying a small birthday gift they had bought with the little money they had. When Chamaka saw her real family standing at the door, her heart sank. She felt a mixture of shame, fear, and anger. "What are you doing here?" she whispered harshly as she pulled them aside. "This is my party, and you're embarrassing me." Her mother looked at her sadly, tears filling her eyes. "Chamaka, we just wanted to see you. It's your birthday, and we love you." But Chamaka turned her back on them, refusing to let them inside. She didn't care about the gift they had brought, or the love in their eyes. All she cared about was keeping her secret. She sent them away, embarrassed that her friends might see her poor family. Chamaka was living her dream life, pretending to be someone she wasn't. But everything came crashing down when she read in the news that Alhaji Usman, her wealthy sponsor, had been arrested for fraud. She panicked, knowing that the money he had given her and everything she owned was tied to his illegal activities. She decided to quickly sell her belongings and get new ones, but it was too late. The law soon caught up with her, linking her to Alhaji Usman wealth. All her properties were seized, and Chamaka was arrested. Sitting in her prison cell, she felt more alone than ever. She had lost her properties, her fake life, and even her friends. She had nothing left but her shame. The only thing she could think of was her family, the same family she had rejected and embarrassed. With a heavy heart, Chamaka called her father from prison, asking for help. Her father didn't hesitate. He sold off the only piece of land the family owned just to secure her bail. Her mother too came with him, both of them willing to give up everything for the daughter who had denied them. When Chamaka's friends heard about her arrest, they were shocked. But they were even more shocked when they visited the prison and saw the people there to sign her bail papers, her real parents. The truth hit them like a wave. The parents Chamaka had been so rude to, the ones she had denied, were her real family. Jenny looked at Chamaka with a mixture of pity and disappointment. "Trinity, or should I say Chamaka, I never thought you would lie to us like this. Why did you hide the truth?" Chamaka could only hang her head, unable to answer. The shame she felt was overwhelming. She had traded her true self for a life of lies, and in the end, she lost everything. Her wealth was gone, her friends were disappointed, and she had hurt the only people who truly loved her. Chamaka returned home with her parents. She was no longer the proud, wealthy Trinity. She was simply Chamaka, the daughter of a poor but loving family. She knew she had a long way to go to make things right, but her family, who loved her unconditionally, welcomed her back with open arms. Chamaka learned a valuable lesson, that true wealth isn't in money or flashy things, but in the love and support of those who care for you. She knew it would take time to heal the wound she had caused, but she was determined to work hard and be honest from that day forward. And in the end, Chamaka became a better person, no longer ashamed of who she really was. She realized that family was worth more than any amount of money, and she was grateful to have them. This story shows that while lies and pride may bring temporary happiness, they cannot replace the value of family and honesty.